Hey everybody, I'm continuing my video series. This week I'm talking about selling your home. One thing I wanted to talk about was selling it on your own versus using a realtor. So, not to discourage you from trying to sell it on your own, but if you're comfortable with some of the points I'm going to bring up, go for it. Uh, First of all, how do you come to a price for your home? In today's market, we're pretty low on inventory, meaning there's not that many houses for sale. Buyers are jumping on whatever they're finding, and that's kind of good news for sellers. But that being said, if you're going to sell it on your own, you're going to have to be very patient. Every time you leave your house, you are taking it off the market. So you're going to have to be home a lot. Evenings, weekends, holidays, things like that. That's when people are off work and they're going to want to come and look at your house. So you're going to have to make sure that you're there, or if you hire a realtor, they can go and look at it anytime. A realtor uses a key safe. A key safe is a lockbox on your house where only realtors and appraisers are allowed to access that box. No one else has a code to it. The realtor and appraiser are responsible for what happens when your home is entered by them. So a lot of times you'll have strangers, if you're selling it on your own, you'll have strangers traipsing through your house. Things get stolen, things get damaged. So a realtor appraiser is responsible for making sure that their buyers are behaving themselves. So a second consideration is with a buyer, they can be very aggressive in their negotiations. They want to lowball you. They want to get their closing costs paid for. They want to get their home warranty paid for. They want to get their down payment, their appraisal, everything paid for. So that can be very costly to you and cost you a lot of thousands of dollars. And also, how do you know that they're qualified for their loan? We usually know if a buyer can obtain a loan prior to even bringing them to your house. So, and definitely before submitting an offer. There's a lot of legal documents. You've got a lot of bylaws and rules to go by regarding equal housing and just things to cover your butt. You have a lot of regulations. There's a lot of fees involved in selling a house. Like I mentioned a few, like the closing costs, the appraisal, stuff like that. Also, advertising. If you want to use a realtor to sell your home, like for example, if you list it with me, Keller Williams has, or the MLS here. Once you advertise with us, it goes on over 460 websites internationally. That's a lot. So it goes all over. Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, all those. Make Me Move. It goes on all those websites. It's very, very visible. Also, you need to be familiar with the steps of the title process, the escrow process. Usually right now, from start to finish, from the time that you accept an offer on your house to the time that they close is anywhere from 4 weeks to 8 weeks. It just depends on what type of a loan it is, what kind of conditions are involved, and what the buyer's credit is doing. Also, in this state, you're not required to use a real estate attorney. You can just use a realtor and the escrow company. If you sell it on your own, you should get an attorney. That can be very costly as well. There are research articles out there. Compiling those research articles, they show that someone selling their house with a realtor actually makes 15% of a higher price on their house versus without. And we know how to help you create demand. We know how to help you stage your house and make it look appealing to a buyer, to understand how to get it sold fast. Days on market matter because a buyer will go on to one of the websites looking for a home and say, oh, that one's been on the market for a long time. Something must be wrong with it. I don't want to go look at it. So that's a consideration as well. And understanding what things that you are going to pay for, what things you're obligated and not obligated to pay for, things that the buyer is obligated and not obligated to pay for. So with that, Honestly, I'm not just trying to sway you one way or the other, but using a realtor makes a lot more sense. We know how to do this because we do it every day. Um, and right now, Jonathan and I are offering a 1% discount to anybody who sells their home and then buys another one from us, or if you're just going to sell and not buy something else, $500 off your closing costs uh, when you close your house. So give us a call. We have a free listing appointment, and we'll come and do that. Well, it's a consult. We'll come and take a look at your house for you, find out how much we think it would sell for, and give you a few pointers if you want to. So it's no cost. So give us a call. All right. I hope you guys had a great Halloween, and I'll talk to you soon.